Two teams who've done well enough to be in the top half of the table but are still not assured of a playoff spot. It's RCB versus KKR in Abu Dhabi this time. The last time they met 9 days ago in Sharjah, De Villiers tore them apart with a 33 balls 73 and Bangalore won by 82 runs. Bangalore looking for their 7th win, KKR aiming for their 6th. And for a quick 5-point preview here on Whirlpool presents ESPN Cricket Info T20 Timeout powered by Dell. We're now joined by Double A and Double DG, Ajit Agarkar and Deepdas Gupta. Right, Deep, the first point we're making is Sunil Narine should replace Andre Russell. Narine's action was cleared by the IPL committee before their last game. Morgan said that he wasn't physically fit, assuming he's okay now. And given Andre Russell's form, is it time to make that change? Russell out, Narine in.
Well, also, it's important to figure out whether Andre Russell is fit or not. I mean, every game, it seems like he has some kind of a niggle or an injury. Yes, I mean, unfortunately, he hasn't got too many runs this season, but even bowling-wise, he was bowling well. But then with the fitness issue, you don't know you're going to get 2 overs out of him. You will get 4 overs out of him. I don't know. So that perspective, and now that Lockie Ferguson is in as well. Sunil Narine, why not?
Ajit, if fitness is not an issue, what do you do?
If it's not an issue, but it shouldn't be an issue for all 40 overs. It can't be that he's fit for half of those and either he's fit or he's not fit. I think they've got to make that decision. If he's not fit, then get Sunil Narine. If he's fit, I think for me, Andre Russell still plays ahead of Sunil Narine. I don't think they necessarily need Narine at this stage. Varun Chakravarti is bowling well. Kuldeep played the last game, did okay. There's no comparison between Russell and Narayan's batting. I mean, Russell's far superior. So, look, everyone can pick up injuries, but it seems to happen with him far more often than some of the other players. So, if he's not fit, they shouldn't play him. But if he's fit, certainly he fits the 11.
All right. Our second point on this preview is Shubman Gill needs to convert his starts. He's got a couple of 50s in the last 7 or 8 innings. He's scored runs. He's been consistent. But in the second half of his innings, he seems to get stuck and he's unable to hit that 4th gear. And his innings tend to end with a strike rate of about 120 deep. Is that acceptable for you or does he need to step it up?
Well, I do understand. I mean, 113 is pretty poor that way, the strike rate, and he's been consistent. And somebody who's played as many deliveries as he has, his strike rate should be higher. I can understand you get out early at times and your strike rate doesn't go up, but the number of deliveries that he's faced, yes, I mean, he has to find a way because last couple of games he's been looking to score quicker as well. You can see that intent. Unfortunately, he was finding the fielders. He wasn't getting the ball off the square as well. So yes, I'm sure he's aware of that. He needs to get that strike rate higher. 113 is not acceptable, to be honest.
Ajit, does the definition of an anchor in T20 cricket change in the second half of the innings?
Yeah, it has to, isn't it? I mean, if you're in good form, then obviously your strike rates has to naturally go up. I mean, and he's a terrific player. It's not like he has limitations as a batsman. So he's looked in good form throughout. So it's not as if you're struggling for runs. So if you're not struggling for runs, then you've got to find a way to accelerate. You can see he's trying, but at the moment he hasn't found a solution to it. He's got to improve. I think it will help Kolkata, KKR going forward because he's batting quite a bit of the innings. If he can improve that strike rate, it's only going to help their score.
Right, our next point is on the toss. Teams should bowl first at Abu Dhabi. Now, that question of what to do when you win the toss is back, guys. Deep, fair to say win the toss and bowl first now?
Well, it all boils down to a lot of things here, to be honest. Yes, I mean, just looking at the stats, you can't really, obviously there's a reason behind those numbers also. But it boils down to how your team, the composition of your team, the strength of your team. Obviously, in the second half of this season, a lot of teams are starting to chase better now because the grounds are different. The pitches are different. I'll be honest, no hard and fast rule as such, no predetermined position as such. I mean, that's how I look at it.
Ajit, in the last 4 games, teams batting first have lost 3 games. Is that a telling enough stat for you to get influenced by if you're the captain of the toss-winning team?
No, not for me. If it's a fresh pitch, you still want to bat on it. I think people haven't put enough runs in. That's why the runs have been chased. It's as simple as that. Batting first. Leave alone the last 3 or 4 games. We've seen time and again that it's if you put enough runs on the board in Abu Dhabi, especially chasing hasn't been easy. So, especially at this stage of the tournament, scoreboard pressure will tell if you can put decent runs on the board. So, I'm still towards batting first if it's a good pitch.
Right, let's now talk about Kuldeep Yadav. We believe he's got to get an extended run. Now, one game after taking over the captaincy, Morgan brought Kuldeep Yadav back into the side. It may have partly been because of issues around Sunil Narain's action, which is now cleared. Now, we are making a case for Kuldeep Yadav to get an extended run, regardless of what happens to Sunil Narain. Deep, are you on board?
Oh, yes, I am. I think someone like Kuldeep has bowled well. He hasn't got the opportunity, enough, to be honest, this season. But, when I see him, he's working hard on his bowling. He's kind of tweaked his action a bit. He's bowling quicker in the air. He's quicker off the surface as well, which has been an area of concern for him for a while now. It's just a matter of time. He gets his rhythm as well. And KKR should persist with him.
Ajit?
Yeah, I don't see any reason why he shouldn't be playing. I'm surprised that he's played as little as he has anyway. But now it's, it just the balance looks so much better in that last game. You'll have to have a look at what Andre Russell's fitness is like in terms of bowling. But otherwise, Kuldeep Yadav is a match winner. If he gets his confidence and if he starts bowling well, that is going to add another dimension to this KKR team. So I don't see any reason why he shouldn't be playing.
The last of our 5-point preview is on Bangalore's batting. Now, we believe Bangalore should bring back Shivam Dube for Gurkeerat Singh. Is it time to make that move? Because he's done all right in the 8 matches he's played so far.
I think he's done all right. Listen, only the last game he actually got an opportunity to bat and he finished the game along with ABD. They've been very, very careful in terms of their playing 11. It was more of a tactical change where Shivam Dube went out and Shahbaz Ahmed came in. So they changed a spin bowling all-rounder with a fast bowling all-rounder. So, he's done all right, Gurkeerat, to be honest.
Thanks so much, Ajit and Deep, for joining us on Whirlpool Presents ESPN Cricket for T20 Time Out, powered by Dell.